welcome along and welcome to this first look at Griffin Indiana 22 for Farming Simulator 22. Now, this map is a convert of a map from FS19, and I have played it before. I think we played this during the 24-hour stream last summer, and yeah, really enjoyed playing on here. This is the version AJ Farmer has done for FS22, and I'm really liking, I'd say, the use of the FS22 assets on here. So the main house and farm buildings and everything from Elm Creek have been used on here, and really nice layout. Very, very nice main farm up here. Well done yard, and looking quite good. The map itself is based on a real location in southern Indiana, and if we have a look at the map, we can see the layout. So we've got a good variety of fields, lots of fields of various sizes, a nice array of grass fields in here as well, and what looks like a large amount of woodland on the edge. So good variety in this map, definitely, to keep you going in and keep you doing various things. All of the existing production chain stuff and sell points and everything seem to be in the town in the middle, so we will go and check those out. I can't see any of the any animal pens or anything, and certainly our main farm up here is lacking anything like that. So there's no sheep pen or cow area or anything like that. So yeah, that is possibly the only thing missing from this yard. Otherwise, I'm really quite liking it. As I said, really great use of the base game assets, fitting in wonderfully well with an American map. So, yeah, let's jump in our vehicle and have a look. And we have grabbed the crew cab version of the TLX 3500 for this. And we're going to be riding around in a pretty highly kitted out version of this for our map tour, for our map first look today. So, let's bring this out. It's a loud piece of kit, this, but I'm going to zoom out of it a little bit so that we can have a look around. And yeah, we head out. I love the definitions of the roads. The tracks are all really nicely done. I'm just going to pull up out this way as well. I'm not quite sure exactly where I would put a cow area. Part of the reason why I'm looking at this map is because it's been recommended to me by a lot of people, and as a possible replacement for the troubles we've been having on Stone Valley. And I'd say I'm really liking it. It's a nice, big, wide American map. It's got lots of potential to it. Does suddenly come to the edges. I mean, yeah, I try and avoid edges of maps these days as much as I can. But I've come up here because we do have a grass field up this way as well. Yeah, so we do have a nice array of grass fields up here. Would be perfect for a dairy or beef setup. So, yeah, liking these a lot, liking these extra areas, and the ability to switch these up into arable fields is quite easy. There'd be fairly thin arable fields along here, but they would work pretty well, I think. And yeah, there's this large area of grass that you have over this side. Before I go any further, though, I want to pop back to the map and have a look at what we own and what sort of prices we would be paying for fields around here. So we are on New Farmer at the moment. It's fairly square setups for the field areas you buy, although the fields themselves are very much not square fields. You start with the main farm here, which is 691,000. You've got the big grass field to the north of it, so that's 467,000. And then the 331,344 for field 35. I think our most expensive field or area looks like field 1 at 1.9 million. So yeah, not a cheap section for the most expensive field. Yeah, 1.3, 1.4. Yeah, so there's some very expensive fields around here. On top of that, our cheapest field seems to be field 34 up the top here for just 68,000. I can't see a smaller field. Yeah, everything else is over 100,000. So some fairly expensive fields on this map. Everything, yeah, costing a fair amount of cash, but still pretty good. And you know, start from scratch on here. I think you've got lots of woodland areas that you could go in. You could gain some extra money doing some forestry stuff, especially with the new DLC coming out, the Platinum Edition coming out in a month or so. You could have a lot of forestry fun on this map, and the forestry areas, not that expensive. A start from scratch forestry on here would work really, really well. So yeah, let's head into town and go and have a look at what kind of features there are around there. Certainly a lot of potential in this map, and very much liking how it goes and how it works out. As I said, fairly expensive fields, but there are plenty that are cheaper for you to start out. Lots of very long views, wide-looking areas on this map. You're sort of, you've got that open space feeling that you get from a lot of American farms and a lot of American maps, which gives you a long-distance look around. And some interesting fields to use. Loving this town. I do love the look of this. A map that manages to get a well populated town in is always great. And the assets tend to not be standard assets as a result, especially as this map comes from FS19 originally. And yeah, looking very, very nice. We've got a load of sell points down here. Working rail line on this map. We don't get a lot of maps with that. And therefore, we've got a train station here. We've got the main shop over this way. So the Clever Motor shop from FS22, along with the actual, shop building as well. We have a... Now, can I empty into this? I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Not sure what that is. That must be a silo of some description, I think. But yeah, and lots of production stuff around here too. So stop there and pull forwards. There we go. And yeah. So this is the animal purchase area. So can buy manure, can buy or can sell bales, and can purchase animals here. Do we have more stuff? We do have more stuff down at the end here as well. It's a nice. It's got that feeling of being wide and compact as well at the same time. It's really, really strange, that point of view on here. We got sell point of logs, wood chips, and okay. Oh, is that's the sawmill? So that is not quite sure what that is, because that's this here is to purchase the sawmill. Okay, so this is the purchase point for the sawmill. This is the point to sell wood chip. And this is the point to drop off logs. Got it. That makes sense. And if you buy the sawmill, of course, you create planks. And that is what the output from there is. We've got a little farmyard down here. So you don't necessarily have to take on the main farm. We'll just skirt through the crop there a little bit. So there are a couple of nice little farms and things you can buy. So that is a Meridian silo. So I'm guessing you'll need a conveyor to fill that. And then up here, you've got a shed. You've got a house. Do you have an opening barn? No, I don't think this one opens. This is the one of the static ones. And then this here is a hay storage. So yeah, plenty. Actually, you have got multiple farms dotted around here that you can purchase and use. And actually, one of the options would be to not necessarily take that main farm, but take one of the ones further out here where you've got more affordable fields to get yourself started. So we'll head back into the town and we will drive down to our next area where we've got a whole load of areas to sell. So we've got a sell point at the bowling place, bowling alley. That's the word I'm looking for. At the bowling alley, we've got laundry. What is the laundromat? So does this take... so this is where we can change clothes. So yeah, clothes changing around that. I like that. I like the fact that you go to the laundromat to change, to alter your clothes. That's pretty cool. What else have we got here? We've got lots of stores and things. We've got the garage to the left. It looks like that might have a sell point behind it. There's grocery mart, a sell point at the back of that. And the sell point at the restaurant at the back of there, by the looks of things. Yeah, in the back of there, you can see there's a sell point. I don't have the no camera collision on, but yeah, there's a sell point at the back of that. We'll just skirt through here and head back up the main road. So yeah, it's a really nicely defined town. It does feel like the farm and the and everything is surrounding the town, and the town is built around the whole farming area, and it being central to it is really quite nice as well. We've got the dairy there, so there's a production chain built into it for purchase. We then have our BGA over this side here, which we talked about actually on Stone Valley. We would probably end up doing a lot of silage and a lot of work for that kind of thing. So, yeah, I like that. That is pretty cool. We've got all of that round here. A nice big BGA. Purchase for the BGA. I'm wondering how much the land... So you can't purchase the land the BGA is on. Actually, that is one thing that possibly is an issue with the map, is that you can't purchase the town or the roadways. I think we found a new cheapest field, maybe. Field 39 there. No, that there. Field 39 for a tiny little field costs more than field 34. That's a bit odd. But yeah, so you can't buy the land the BGA is on, but you should be able to purchase the BGA itself. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you can buy the biogas plant. My only worry about that is if you want to replace this with one from Pumps and Hoses, you would have a very hard time because you wouldn't be able to purchase the land. It would have to be on a place anywhere setup. Otherwise, liking that. You've got the cool point for the train there, so you can take control of it. And not quite sure what this is a loading point for. That's really interesting. Is that on this map? Yes, it is. Utility department selling. I wonder what that sells to us. That's pretty cool. Similarly here, grain elevator selling. So maybe you can buy grain. Let's have a look. We've got... yeah, there are various places. So you can buy... canola, you can buy all sorts of crops and things if you need to. They cost as much as so yeah, you can they will sell it to you at about the price that they buy for. So it's actually a pretty good system that you're not spending any more than it would cost to sell them, which I quite like. There's also a little bit of work you could do there. If the prices switch enough, then you might be able to buy it for a little bit less than you can sell it from. Not a great way to make money. You would end up really doing a lot of work for only a few pounds. And I quite like that. I think that works pretty well. We did miss a sell point at the side here on our way through. So let's just pop over here and have a look at that. Just looking for where field 39 is. So field 39 is at the back of that house there. That's a little bit odd. I'm just going to jump out. I'm going to have a run back here and have a look at what this field is. So it's attached to this house here and has, well, if you're doing start from scratch, you could do a lot worse than buying this as your farmhouse and just having a little field out the back. It's a really weird little house. I like that. It's a really interesting touch. Have your farm in the middle of town. Yeah, it's a little bit odd. Right, let's head up here, though. And we're going to head back to the farm, I think, because if we have a look at the map... Oh, no, we do have 2 sell points quite a way up towards field 29. So let's go and have a look at those and see what they are. On the way, though, there is another farm, or there's pretty huge setup here in the middle. It looks like we've got another farmyard around here. I think that's the house attached to it. We got a really big shed along with a small lean-to. And then around here, we've got another Meridian grain tank and another lean-to. So that's, again, that's all really cool. I'm liking that a lot. We've got an oil pump there along with the tank. I don't think that will produce anything. And yeah, just continuing all the way out here. And this is what I mean about this nice open space and nice open feeling you get. It's nice and wide. And then you've got the hill, the elevation and the hills and everything at the top of the map that just make for a little bit of a change to it. It's, yeah, it's really, really nice. We've got the spinnery down here, I think. Yeah, this is the spinnery. So again, production chain built into the map that you can buy, and a place to drop off cotton or to drop off your or to drop off your wool from your sheep if you wanted. And then up the top here, we've got our grain mill. So yeah, H and H milling group. So yeah, grain mill you can purchase. And yeah, you also have a point here where you can buy in some grains if you want as well. Really liking it. Now, the other bit I want to check, we're just going to pop into the hill up here and just see. It looks like we might have another yard and a field up here, sort of hidden away up this driveway. This is quite a nice driveway as well. I don't know where I would go if I was to, which farm I would pick on here, because there's some really nice areas. So we've got a nice house up here. You could build a farmyard around here as well. And yeah, grass fields up here. And you just look out over that. That is actually a huge grass field. So as somewhere to start with, and somewhere to construct a farm with a fairly nice big area, how does this area here compare? Yeah, 858 compared to 691. It's really interesting. You can buy that area there. Again, 800. So you're looking at most of the way to 1 million to buy most of the farms. Field 39, a small one that you wouldn't have to. And yeah, start from scratch. It's still 231. You're looking at start from scratch, your initial money, buying that and maybe field 13 to get yourself started. Or yeah, it's quite an interesting map. I think a start from scratch is very doable on here. Whether a survival is doable, I don't know. I think with what we would have on Stone Valley, we would be looking at start from scratch kind of level of money. So, yeah, it would be a very interesting setup to move with what we have over there over to Griffin, Indiana. I'm really interested. Let me know in the comments what you think about such a move like that. All in all, though, this is quite a gorgeous map. It really is. And I really quite like it. It's a map that I think I would like to play. And I'm interested to know what you guys think. I am going to take our very big truck over here. I might go and upgrade my existing. Well, we of course got one of these TLXs on Stone Valley at the moment. So, yeah, we'll be bringing that over, I think. Now, what is up there? There seems to be a ranch entrance up here. And as I was saying before, I know it's a bridge across the water. Okay. As I was saying before, we don't seem to have any animals built into this map. We've got lots of woodland and... wow, these are not trees that I would have a lot of fun cutting down, though. They are, ooh, I love the detail. I mean, we're in the middle of the forestry area, and we've got good trails, but these are mostly going to be trees that are going to be a bit of a pain to cut. These are the heavy ones. They're the ones that don't go through the harvesters. And yeah, if you're doing forestry on here, it is going to be, you're probably better off doing some, trying to get them into a wood chipper. Because I think if you try and create logs and things from this, you're going to have a little bit of trouble with them. I think they're going to be quite unwieldy trees. So yeah, I love the detail in this woodland. And it's just incredible detail in this woodland. It is not the most logging friendly of maps by the looks of things. Absolutely lovely looking, but yeah, not the most logging friendly of maps at all. So we'll head back down here. We'll head over the bridge and back towards town. There's no really big sort of circle on here that you can drive around. And that's why we've ended up going very sort of round the houses a bit and following the same roads back. It is a very nice, very atmospheric farming map, I think. Let's head back up this way, and this will bring us back to our farm. We could possibly have gone through the trails in the woodlands, but I'm not sure exactly where they would have brought me out. But it's up and round here, and that will bring us up to the entrance up here. And as I said, I really do like this yard and like this setup. It works out well. So bring this round, park us up, and there we go. So that is a nice look around the map. We'll have a quick look at our starting equipment. So you start with a good range of equipment here in New Farmer. Medium tractors, you get a John Deere 7810 with a load of hours on it. I like that. Is a nice touch. So often you'll start a map and you'll get a New Farmer set up and your tractor will have no hours on it. I love that this is coming in from the point of view of it's already been worked. So yeah, a good John Deere 7810. Harvester is a Deutz-Fahr top liner. We've then got, you get a John Deere utility car and you get a lizard pickup. So nice that it comes with two cars, two vehicles, rather than just the one. Trailers, you've got the Welger dolly trailer, the DK115. Headers, you've got the header for the top liner. You get a Rabe cultivator, which is a 2.5 meter cultivator. You get the Nordstein HK25NS3030 seeder. You've got the header trailer for the combine. You have a weight for your tractor, and that is everything it comes with, which is interesting. It is the very, very basics you need to get the farm running and nothing more. I like that on the new farmer setup. That is really, really cool. And there's nothing in there that I feel you absolutely, there's no holes for what the farm area you start with. So that's really good. I like this map. I recommend it. I think it's great. It is available for PC, Mac, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. And yeah, it has a lot of really good things going for it. It is also precision farming compatible, having its own real soil data. Yeah, it's based on a real place as well. I'm liking it a lot. Go check it out. It is available from the Mod Hub, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.